This is gonna blow your mind. One man, walking dusty roads, would change the course of history forever. Jesus walked among us, his sandals stirring the dust of ancient roads, his eyes filled with compassion and purpose. He was a gentle healer, his hands warm and steady as he comforted the broken and the weary. His words, spoken beneath the open sky, echoed with hope and promise. With every touch, pain faded and spirits lifted. He spoke of a love that forgives all, of a kingdom shimmering just beyond the horizon. People gathered in throngs, their faces alight with wonder, drawn by the miracles and the wisdom that seemed to flow from him like a river. He broke bread and fish, and the aroma of the simple meal filled the air as thousands were fed, hunger replaced by gratitude and awe. With a whisper, he stilled raging storms. With a touch, he brought the dying back to life. The impossible became real in his presence. To the poor and the outcast, he was a beacon in the darkness, a gentle embrace, a word of hope, a promise that they mattered. His message rippled through the crowds, stirring hearts and igniting dreams. But not everyone welcomed this new light. In the shadows, powerful men watched with narrowed eyes, their authority threatened by his words and his following. Fear crept into their hearts, twisting their faces with anxiety and suspicion. In secret, by flickering candlelight, they whispered and plotted, determined to silence the man who dared to change everything. I bet you didn't know how a single act of betrayal could change the course of history forever. In the shadows of the night, a chilling pact was made. Judas, one of Jesus' closest companions, slipped away to conspire with the authorities. For a mere 30 pieces of silver he sealed his betrayal, trading loyalty for cold, glinting coins. Under the cover of darkness, Judas led the soldiers to Jesus. With a kiss, a symbol of friendship, he marked his teacher for arrest. Shackled and betrayed, Jesus was dragged before the high priest, the air thick with tension and accusation. The courtroom erupted, false accusations hurled like daggers, each word sharpening the sense of doom. Mocked, beaten, and condemned, Jesus faced a sham trial where justice was nowhere to be found. Even Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, searched for guilt and found none, his face clouded with doubt. But the furious cries of the mob drowned out reason. Under crushing pressure, Pilate surrendered, handing Jesus over to be crucified. I don't think people understand the true cost of redemption, what it meant for one man to bear the weight of the world's pain. With every agonizing step, Jesus carried the crushing weight of the cross, his body battered, his spirit unbroken. He was dragged to Golgotha, the skull, a place of unspeakable torment. Nails tore through his flesh, the crown of thorns digging mercilessly into his brow, every moment a wave of excruciating pain. Hanging in unimaginable agony, he cried out with a love beyond comprehension, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." The sky turned black as if creation itself mourned the suffering of its Savior. With a final, shuddering breath, Jesus surrendered to death, his sacrifice complete. His lifeless body was taken down, wrapped in sorrow and linen, and sealed in a cold, silent tomb. His followers wept in anguish, their hearts shattered, their hopes buried in the darkness with him. You need to hear this if you're searching for hope, because what happened next changed everything. Death could not conquer him, life triumphed. On the third day the stone was rolled away, the tomb was empty, Jesus had risen in glorious victory. He appeared to Mary Magdalene and then to his disciples, filling their hearts with awe and joy. He revealed his wounds, living proof of his love and ultimate sacrifice. He spoke words of hope, proclaiming God's boundless love and the promise of everlasting life for all who believe. Then, before their very eyes, he ascended into heaven, victorious and exalted, leaving behind a legacy of hope, redemption, and unshakable faith. His resurrection shines as a beacon of his divinity, a triumphant victory over death itself. It is a promise to all who believe that death is not the end, but the dawn of a glorious new beginning.